Welcome to the world of hyperautomation. It is no longer enough to deploy basic RPA tools. Modern automation programs are leveraging UiPath to optimize the entire automation lifecycle from end to end. This includes scientifically discovering what to automate, building workflows from simple to advanced with AI embedded, managing and running robots on top of any application, enabling every employee to engage with automations regardless of their technical skills, and measuring the performance and ROI of automation programs. To show how this works across the entire life cycle, we showcase a simple idea from the finance department that has the potential to accelerate digital transformation. Alex is an account payable manager. He has too much to do and not enough time to do it. Much of his day is full of mundane tasks that do not leverage his talents. He's looking to automation to make his day-to-day job more meaningful and less hectic. Alex decides the accounts payable process should be the first task his company should automate. There are many points in the process that require staff to intervene. Every intervention opens the door for errors that will cost additional time, making it a good fit for automation. He submits his accounts payable process idea in Automation Hub. All Alex has to do is answer a few short questions about his idea. Automation Hub generates a potential automation score for all the ideas submitted. Now, the idea goes to Bianca, who is a business analyst in her company's RPA Center of Excellence. She reviews the automation ideas. Before Automation Hub, she managed this process using spreadsheets, email, and meetings. Now that employees submit ideas in Automation Hub, she works faster and has better governance of the automation program. Bianca sees potential in Alex's idea to automate an accounts payable process and wants to further vet the idea by understanding the variations, exceptions, and bottlenecks in the process. To do this process analysis, she uses the UiPath task mining tool. Task mining helps organizations set up a centralized process. The COE shares the task mining installer with employees of the procurement department. Task mining analyzes the day-to-day tasks performed by employees in the department without interrupting their work. The tool collects data like the number of steps, clicks, and execution time. Don't worry if there's any sensitive data. You can edit the task mining output before anyone else sees it and blur out sensitive screenshots. Task mining analyzes the collected insights and creates data-driven process maps using artificial intelligence or AI for short. It provides an RPA score to suggest automations with highest ROI potential. Invoice processing comes out to be the task which could bring highest ROI if automation is applied. Now that Alex's idea has been vetted by Bianca in Automation Hub and analyzed using task mining, the team brings in Chetan, an accounts payable clerk and subject matter expert for invoice processing. We want to build the automation based on the way he works since he's the most efficient. He installs Task Capture, which will collect in-depth process insights. It bridges the knowledge gap between the business operations and RPA experts. Chetan documents the tasks by capturing each step in the process. He can also add text explanations with useful remarks for the steps captured. With one click, he could export the knowledge into a process definition document. It could also be exported as a workflow skeleton. Exported documents will be uploaded on Automation Hub, where the COE team or developers can access them. Now that the process has been documented, let's automate it. Meet Eric, who leads a team of RPA developers. They use UiPath Studio to create automation workflows. Multiple developers can collaborate and build automation using pre-built activities. They can use the skeleton workflow exported from Task Capture. UiPath uses selectors to reliably identify on-screen elements within a user interface. If an application has changing layouts, developers can create dynamic selectors. UiPath provides robust native integrations with technologies you use today. The API-based integration increases development pace and reliability. The platform integrates with best-of-breed CRM, BPM, ERP and other enterprise technologies like SAP, Salesforce, Google, Microsoft, ServiceNow and AWS. UiPath Studio also offers flexibility in integrating with popular programming languages like Visual Basic, C# and Python. The Center of Excellence team provides reusable components and automation libraries for developers. These components are built in-house or downloaded from UiPath Marketplace. The COE team evaluates available components from Marketplace to check feasibility and security. In invoice processing, people handle many different types of data inputs. It can be challenging for robots to extract data from non-digital formats or semi-structured data. Typical OCR solutions or rule-based extraction would not be sufficient when there are multiple templates. To overcome this challenge, Eric's team of developers use UiPath's document understanding solution. The tools provide an intelligent hybrid approach to data extraction, which allows users to combine rules, templates, and machine learning models to ensure the highest accuracy of the output. Integrations with UiPath's partner ecosystem enable robots to process even more document types. Document understanding gives your robot new AI skills provided directly from UiPath. However, sometimes you need to enhance your robots with your own custom models that are unique to your business. In our example, we find that it is difficult to identify accounting codes in non-PO invoices. To address that, we can leverage UiPath's AI Fabric to supply the robot with a custom machine learning model that helps determine the fields. With AI Fabric, you can apply AI to RPA workflows in just minutes, providing the ability to automate more advanced and cognitive processes. AI Fabric allows you to easily deploy your own ML models as well as pre-trained ML models developed by UiPath or our technology partners. Developers can simply drag and drop the model right into an RPA workflow via UiPath Studio. Also, they can monitor and manage the model and constantly train and improve it using the human-validated data. RPA and AI work together to let you automate more processes with ease. Now that your automation is built, it should be tested to ensure deployed robots are resilient and will require minimal maintenance in the future. The developer uses UiPath Test Suite. Using the advanced capabilities available in Studio Pro, the developer can generate tests directly within his or her workflow. In addition, developers can create data-driven tests to ensure that robots will be able to handle different data variations and to handle exceptions. After testing, the developer can quickly evaluate the results and test coverage for their workflow. Once the automation workflows are tested, they are submitted to Orchestrator, which securely manages the compliant deployment and management at enterprise scale. One way to get Orchestrator is as part of UiPath Automation Cloud, which is a SaaS offering that takes less than a minute to get started and can scale as you need to grow. You can also install Orchestrator on-premises or in a third-party cloud. However you deploy, it has the same web-based interface, detailed logs of all robot actions, both attended and unattended, provide enterprise-grade centralized governance. Across Orchestrator, you have very granular control of permissions for access, deployment, and monitoring through an easy role-based model. UiPath Orchestrator also has a tenant-based model. which maximizes operational and cost efficiency by letting you separate the management of different groups, say HR and finance. Robots are now ready to get into the action. Every step in the accounts payable process we've just automated is executed just like a clerk does. With the help of UiPath AI computer vision, robots see the screen objects contextually, which helps greater accuracy, precision, and reliability in execution. Attended robots reside on the same machine where the clerks are working. Chetan can open UiPath Assistant and run the invoice processing automation any time of the day. He can continue to work while the robot executes in the background. If we want to run the invoice processing automation in unattended mode, we can use Orchestrator to set the trigger. We can schedule a robot or group of robots to run at a specific time of the day or based on the items in the work queue. As our robots work away, they may encounter a scenario that is unique or challenging that requires human guidance. In our case, if there are any invoices which are higher than $25,000, or in case of escalation, robots can notify a supervisor for any input. We call this human-robot collaboration or human in the loop. And you can set this up anytime you want to validate activity or input. A robot can create a task that would be assigned to the clerk or manager. While it waits for an action from the supervisor, the robot can pick up a different task or other items in its work queue. Ganguly is a procurement manager who gets all the escalations from the robot. Assuming that there is a field from the invoice which needs correction, Ganguly can review and approve it in validation station. Once Ganguly completes the tasks by resolving the issues raised, the robot can resume the task where it left off. This gives you flexibility of developing long-running workflows and lean processes. Let's get back to the task mining results again. The COE team picked up the invoice processing task to automate as it required some advanced development and yields the highest ROI for a large group of people. But every task mining exercise produces a long list of tasks that can be automated to save time for each individual clerk. Dinah is also a clerk. She is comfortable with technology but does not have any programming experience. Employees like Dinah can use Studio X to build their own automations. We call employees who build automations for themselves and their peers citizen developers. Studio X offers seamless integration with the File Manager, Microsoft Outlook, Microsoft Excel, and more. With intuitive labels and error handling, any business user can use Studio X to automate daily tasks for themselves. Dinah builds invoice classification automation, which is a repetitive task of sorting invoices. By automating this, Dinah saves 30 minutes every day, which allows her to focus on more value-added activities. Now that the robots are running seamlessly for a couple of weeks, we want to measure how well they're performing and if they are saving the company money. For this, we use UiPath Insights, which provides a holistic view into robots' operations and utilization. We can use the out-of-the-box dashboard library or create custom dashboards specific to the needs of business and stakeholders. These reports can be accessed by operations and business leaders, and it helps with central governance. For invoice processing, we can look at the number of invoices processed and total dollar amount and total hours saved. The COE can easily quantify the time and money saved by automation. It meets the strategic KPIs and goals which were set at the beginning of automation journey. The return on investment (ROI) for this project has been impressive. And that's the hyperautomation life cycle of a few processes discovered, built, managed, ran, engaged with, and measured within the finance department. In reviewing the success of these automations, senior leaders from finance want to implement RPA on a larger scale. Process managers are brought in to assess their end-to-end processes and identify areas for optimization. A typical process analysis project is manual, time-consuming, and subjective. However, this team uses UiPath process mining, which speeds up the entire process, represents reality, and provides continuous insight into processes. Process mining brings together data from multiple IT systems, databases, or flat files. It is the perfect complement to task mining, which looks at the user activity. Process mining provides Bianca with intuitive visualizations. It gives her the data-driven insights she needs to identify inefficiencies and risks in her processes. Processes can be optimized by introducing automation or changing the behavior of systems or people. The automation opportunities are fed back to Automation Hub and the journey continues. Thanks for watching. Try the latest UiPath product release and accelerate your hyperautomation journey with UiPath.